Welcome to Red-Handed Crimes channel. Don't forget to subscribe. The wind howled through the empty streets as the fluorescent glow of a corner store flickered in and out, casting long shadows on the cracked pavement. It was just past 9 o'clock when 17-year-old Malik Carter pushed open the glass door of Jensen's Market, his hands buried deep in the pockets of his hoodie. He had stopped by to grab a soda and a bag of chips after a long night of studying at the library. He had no idea that within minutes, his life would change forever. As Malik walked through the aisles, he felt the weight of the cashier's gaze pressing down on him. A middle-aged man with graying hair and a deep frown, the cashier barely concealed his suspicion. Malik tried to ignore it. He had experienced it too many times before, the lingering stares, the hushed conversations, the silent assumptions. The store was nearly empty. Just another customer in the far corner and the cashier behind the counter. Malik grabbed his snacks and walked up to pay, fishing a few crumpled bills from his pocket. But before he could place them on the counter, the cashier's voice rang out sharply. "Put that back," he said, his tone laced with hostility. Malik blinked, confused. "What?" "I said, put that back. You're not buying anything here. Get out." The words hit Malik like a slap. He looked around, hoping someone else had heard, hoping maybe this was some kind of misunderstanding. The other customer, an older man, watched from a distance, his eyes darting away when Malik caught his gaze. "I haven't done anything," Malik said, trying to keep his voice steady. The cashier scoffed. "I know your kind. You come in here, loiter around, and next thing I know, something goes missing. I'm not dealing with it tonight. Out." Malik felt his hands ball into fists. He had done nothing wrong. He had money to pay. But none of that mattered. The cashier had already made up his mind. "Get out." The words rang through the small store, and Malik felt the familiar burn of humiliation. He wanted to argue, to fight back, but he knew how these situations could spiral. He turned, walking out into the cold night, the door slamming shut behind him. What happened next, however, would shake the entire city. By morning, a video of the encounter had gone viral. A woman who had been walking past the store had caught the entire exchange on her phone. She uploaded it to social media, her caption simple but powerful: "Racism is alive and well." Within hours, the video had thousands of views. By noon, it had reached millions. News stations picked up the story. Activists gathered outside Jensen's Market, demanding justice. Hashtags trended. Protesters held signs. The cashier, now identified as a man named Peter Reynolds, was placed on leave. But the real shock came when a former employee of Jensen's Market stepped forward with a stunning revelation. "I used to work there," the anonymous employee posted online. "And let me tell you, this isn't the first time. Peter has a history of this. And it's worse than you think." The post detailed how Peter Reynolds had falsely accused multiple black customers of shoplifting, even calling the police on innocent teenagers. Some had been arrested. Others banned from the store. But there was more. A surveillance tape from a year ago surfaced, showing Peter slipping items into a young black boy's backpack before accusing him of stealing. The boy had been arrested that night. His family had fought the charges but had no evidence to prove his innocence until now. Within days, the city's district attorney announced they were reopening multiple cases tied to the store. Peter Reynolds was arrested for falsifying police reports. And Malik Carter? He became more than just a victim, he became the face of a movement. Standing before a crowd of thousands, Malik spoke into the microphone, his voice steady but powerful. "I walked into that store to buy a soda. I walked out with the world watching. But this isn't just about me. This is about everyone who has ever been judged before they even open their mouths. This is about justice." The applause was deafening. And for the first time in his life, Malik felt like he had truly been heard. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe.